Hello everyone, welcome to the third show. Man, I hate this president. So in this great country called America, we have a guy that used to be a business tycoon. He also heads a couple of different kind of businesses. Somehow he became president of America. I think it's sad that the greatest country in the greatest country in the world is headed by someone that has half the sense of a child. I don't know if it's bad that his decision making and mouth is foul or if his skin is orange. I mean, is he like an alien? Is he from another planet? What's up with this guy? About a week ago, they had an incident in Charlottesville, Virginia, where he actually went on national TV and claimed that the people that was trying to stop the other people with a history of evil were just as evil as the evil people they were trying to stop. Okay, look, that's just like saying someone was trying to break into your house and, they came in with intentions of robbing you, hurting you if they had to, as long as they can get what they were trying to steal. And you just happen to wake up and see them in your house and you stop them from robbing you. In the midst of stopping them, you kind of beat them up and leave them to the police come on the ground hurting. Donald Trump logic says the person that's defending their house violently is just as violent as the person that's breaking into their house. I mean, do this guy really get it? What happened in Charlottesville was a crew of white nationalists, KKK, and I guess they call themselves Nazis, went to Charlottesville trying to protest the removal of a Confederate general statue. The Patriots played the Falcons in the past Super Bowl. The Patriots won. Does it make sense that we go and salute the Falcons? I mean, why are we even praising Confederate generals anyway? They lost. The loser does not get to wave their flag, let alone have statues built and placed in spots where the public can see. What he tried to say is all the people that was there protesting the removal of the statue were good people because they're simply trying to protect their history. But I don't know what says protection of my history means show up with guns and shields and face masks. As the people of Charlottesville, Virginia were trying to protect the reputation of their city and trying to disallow the KKK members from being there, they got into a slight clash. And in the midst of all this fighting back and forth, someone died. True enough, there were people there that was not KKK members, and they just didn't want that kind of people in their city protesting the removal of a Confederate general. The Confederate flag and the generals and all that, in a sense, mean hate. So if I'm a resident of Charlottesville, Virginia, I don't want you there. So Donald Trump came out, your president, and said, everybody involved in this fight is evil. Even the ones there trying to defend off the evil people. It caused a big stir. Even the Republicans said, what is this guy doing? Only people there with the reputation of evil was the white nationalists, KKK, and Nazis. Then a couple days later, the orange guy said, okay, KKK people are bad, white nationalists are bad, Nazis are bad. Fuck, I'm walking off the stage. Then just a couple days ago after that, maybe 2 days ago, 2 or 3 days ago, this guy said, I'm going back to my first thought. Everybody there were bad, and matter of fact, I'm gonna make a note to say that some of the people that's involved in this KKK stuff is good people. The foundation of their heart is good. Kind of weird that someone that has a heart grounded in good is part of a gang that has a reputation of evil, a history of evil, if you will. And not only that, this guy is, remember when he had the big hoopla surrounding his campaign that we're gonna build a wall between Mexico and the United States of America. This will be our great wall to stop all the illegal aliens. Mexico's gonna build the wall. What the fuck is all, what is this when he talk? He does this a lot, then he does this and he do that. The fuck is that? We're gonna build a wall. Mexico will pay for it. Now the orange fucker is threatening to shut down the government if Congress don't pass a bill that says the American people will pay for it. Man, y'all really fucking failed following this guy. I think America is the new laughingstock. I don't see why we should even allow a guy that doesn't have a reputation or a background in politics to become the most powerful man in the world. He's kind of a dumbass. Anyway, we can kind of like redirect the missiles back to the orange guy, and just in case he pushes the button. Moving on, I had an interesting conversation with someone, really just discussing the nature of humankind. And what I found is everyone cares about their self. No one cares about the next person. And that's usually beat into the psyche of people, just because if I don't think how you think, I could never understand how you feel. That kind of brings me to my next topic, sympathy versus empathy. So what's sympathy? Sympathy is, I will console you on the loss of your parents because I lost my parents also. Empathy is, I will console you on the loss of your parents because I understand as a child with a mother, I wouldn't want to lose my mother either, so I have empathy for your position. But we live in a selfish world. What I see in most people's heart is the lack of empathy. No one knows how to empathize with the next person. But empathy is a human trait. If you can't empathize with people, you possibly may not be human. I don't want to beat the dead horse of, say, Colin Kaepernick, but a lot of people saying, why does Colin Kaepernick care about poor people being mistreated or poor people not having the same liberties as other people and, you know, blah, blah, blah. Colin Kaepernick is a millionaire. Why should he care about poor people? See, Colin Kaepernick has this human trait called empathy. Just because he don't live in the poorest places in the country and go through the same thing that these poor people are going through, in his head, he knows it's right. In his head, he puts himself in their position and he say, if this is me being treated as they are, then I am being treated wrong. Therefore, that is wrong. A lot of people that protest what he was kneeling for says, no, stand for the flag, stand for the cloth. Oh no, I think anybody that thinks what he's doing is wrong lacks empathy. Because everybody wants to keep saying, you've earned this money in America, the country that you don't even like that much. How dare you speak on people that's below you? It's called empathy, folks. I don't know if this is something you can be taught. I think you have to be born with it, or someone has to instill it in you at a very young age. It's fine to sympathize with people, but I haven't went through what everyone else has went through. Are we only allowed to show care to people that have experienced the same thing we've experienced? America, we got a lot to fix, and rolling from the orange guy to empathy versus sympathy, you see they all just kind of destroyed and deflating and becoming a big ass fuck up. What the only way Conor McGregor wins if he wins within 9 rounds. Everyone wants to question the ability of Conor McGregor. And then, we all doubted the ability of Floyd Mayweather, but what we don't understand is what makes these people great is their ability to overcome the things that everybody else doubts about them. So you're starting to, I think this fight is a good thing because now you're combining two people from similar sports but different sports and a chance for competition. Bo Jackson, Deion Sanders, they kind of enabled us to see how a football player will perform in baseball or a baseball player will perform in football. And the thing about it was they were both good at it and usually better than most, and it made it compelling. So now we get to see this with, of course, a pay-per-view on the stage that everyone gets to watch it again. And it kind of takes us back to the days where you could see people compete on a level of competition from two different sports, even though this is more similar than football and baseball. So I'm kind of looking forward to this fight. Hopefully it's a good fight. Hopefully it's not boring. I'm tired of seeing Mayweather's boring fights. I'm tired of watching his boring ass fights on my phone. Never really watched no Conor McGregor fights. Seeing his highlights, pretty flamboyant guy. You know what, I think Mayweather kind of like McGregor's cockiness. I could almost see Mayweather managing McGregor. Maybe not now, but I could have seen this being something that developed and allowed him to manage MMA fighters. So tell me what y'all think when y'all watch it. Come back here and we can kind of discuss it. I like kind of battling out live, so that'd be cool. Enjoy the rest of the day. I'm gonna get out of this sun and I'm gonna go watch this fight later.